What's up, cowboys and cowgirls? Today we are racing the US Pro Cup, and I am starting in last place right here. This is last row, 77th out of 77.
Good luck to all of our U23 riders. Look at you, 77 riders in that first turn. And it is the front.
As you can see, starting in the back, especially the very back, is super chaotic. There's tons of crashes and sketchy moments. This is the UCI under 23 category, and I'm only 18, so I'll be in this category for about 3 or 4 years. If you're wondering about the watts, the winner of this race did about 1400 watts off the start and did about 900 on the road section. We come into this left-hander here that's super loose. I try to be clever and go to the outside, but it doesn't really work out. I pass one guy there, but he passes me right back. If you watch my short track video, you'll know that I had a lot of practice on these corners, but I didn't have practice with 70 people on the course, so it was a little bit different. We're coming into this super dusty, loose climb. I end up passing 6 riders on this section right here, doing about 580 watts for a minute. And the leader's power was about a little bit over 600, so not that different. And that just shows how much of a difference position can make. Like, I'm doing 560, 580, and the leaders are only doing a little over 600, but they're way ahead, as you can see on the right there. You can see all the people wrapping around that corner on the right there. This whole field had to be like a quarter mile long. So that was the end of the start loop, and now we're on the first real cross-country lap. I pass a few people here going into the single track because I knew position would be key. So the optimal line is to the right through this rock garden, but I go left because I see a bunch of people on the right, and I passed one guy using it, but overall it wasn't that effective. I do a pretty sketchy pass on that guy on the inside of that corner, and now we're headed into some fun jumps. Going into this technical rock garden right here, and I have a choice to make. What would you do? Are you going A to the left, or are you going B to the right? It's a bit steeper on the right, but maybe there's congestion. Let's see what I do. If you said going to the right, you were correct. I ended up passing 3 people just on that little section right here. Very crucial spots in the first lap. Just passing 3 people is important. This dude rips the inside of that corner on me, passes me, and now we are going into my favorite descent of the course. I like that part a lot. Those 3 drops are cool, and then you come into these NASCAR berms right here. After that descent, you have to climb a little bit, but I'll cut that out. And now we're all battling position in the feed zone. This is still lap 1. I got 2 passes right before this descent. The dude in front of me has aero socks on, so I'm assuming he's going to be 10 watts faster on this descent right here. I appreciate everybody that was cheering for me today. I couldn't find any of y'all to put in my video, so I'm sorry you don't get the recognition you deserve. I kind of get stuck behind that kid on the left. The guy in the orange made a sneaky pass on him, and now we're going into the most brutal climb of the race, the short track climb. I'm going to speed this up for y'all. By the way, I'm training like Keegan Swenson this entire week. I'll be diving into how Keegan trains, and I'll be training exactly like him for 1 week. So tomorrow I have a 5.5 hour ride to do, which sounds amazing. I'll be going into what intervals he does and what he does in the gym as well, so make sure to subscribe. This is the main descent of this course. This is where you're going to see all the pictures and the videos on Instagram. I was throwing some mean whips on these jumps right here. These G-outs are super harsh, so you got to be careful.
Anywhere I can pass. Thanks.
As you see, I get another pass there. I started 77th and then I ended up 33rd, so that's a little over 40 positions in this entire race. So we're on lap 2 right now. We're about halfway through it. I almost got bucked on that 3rd drop right there, but I'm okay. Gotta hit this jump.
On your left up here. I appreciate the room.
Oh, sorry, wrong side.
Thank you.
The cool part about starting last is that you constantly have a carrot to chase. There's always riders up the hill that pushes you to go faster. We are now on lap 3 of the race. It's just zooming by. We got 3 more laps to go, so we're at the midpoint here. I'm probably around 35th right now. I passed a few more riders, but most of the passing is done. If you want to know, the leader of this race was doing about 600 watts on each of these climbs or more at points, and I was probably doing around 400 to 450, so pretty big difference.
Good job, Dylan.
Coming into the last lap here, all the other laps weren't that exciting from 4 to 5. Pretty much nobody's on the course anymore, everyone's watching the leaders. It's just me grinding away on these rock gardens. I appreciate y'all watching. As I said, I got 33rd, so mid-pack jack for me. Hopefully I don't start in last place again, but I probably will.